Good morning. Back with you and delighted to share once again on the principles and practices of a new earth. And again, this arises from our relationship with eternity, which we achieve via cultivating stillness or emptiness. This is the portal. It opens the portal, the energetic portal to eternity or the timeless realm. And we've talked before about, what exists in eternity is everything, of course, all past, all future. Some have called this collection of human consciousness the Akashic records. So the point is that we have access to this universal mind, this unlimited energetic principle. And because we have access to it, we have unlimited resources at our disposal. Okay. All of this resource comes in the form of energy, and literally we've talked about the membrane of light. So we experience as we connect, and ideally as we develop this relationship, we learn to walk with one foot in eternity, one foot in the world. So we are directly a representative of eternity, of heaven, of God, of the unmanifested. We are an emissary, an ambassador, an agent. Okay, we represent this energetic principle. And how we do that is simply by extending or giving from this unlimited resource. So the idea of generosity is easy when we have direct access to infinite abundance. Okay, so, our relationship with time changes, so we're very easy to be generous with our time because we have the sense that we have is that time is literally without limit, which is true. Okay, so again, playing in the space-time dream, to many people in the dream, they think of time as a commodity that has limited amounts. And so people oftentimes that are living unconsciously are at war with time. They don't have a happy relationship with time. Time is seen as an enemy, more or less. And so that anxiety or whatever, the individual at that level of consciousness, it really doesn't have much of anything to give because they see the world, they see everything as limited commodities, and they're trying to get, they see the world as for getting from. Okay, it's the essence of unconsciousness. They've forgotten their true essence, and so they see the world as a place to get, to receive entertainment, stimulation, satisfaction, whatever. So again, that egoic consciousness is a getting machine. It's a endlessly, it's like the sandpiper running back and forth on the beach, up and down, up and down, up and down, endlessly striving. Okay. So again, what we're talking about is a total shift where there's no more striving, there's no more getting, there's no reason to get, because we're absolutely full due to our relationship with the timeless realm. We're absolutely full of energy, full of light, of love, of joy, abundance. So it's very easy to see our life as giving, forgiving. The world is forgiving too. That's the nature of forgiveness, that we've reversed the consciousness of the egoic, let alone the tribal. The tribal simply lost in an impossible battle for survival. At the egoic level, it's more like a game, but the game is seek but do not find. So it's endlessly seeking, seeking experience, seeking knowledge, seeking enlightenment, seeking self-improvement. Okay, so, and again, the egoic mind is always in competition with other egos. So it's, you know, it's a very unhappy state. I've talked before about, you know, the literary use Robert Johnson used in his book Transformation, using Don Quixote to describe the fully unconscious tribal mind, just lost in delusions. And Hamlet as the tortured egoic mind that's just at odds with everything but can't ever achieve success. So everything becomes a tragedy. So we're seeing now on the global scale, you know, the tragedy of this egoic consciousness as it implodes upon itself. And so, like I've mentioned many times to those that have ears to hear, you know, we have a very important role, those of us that have become the liminal cells of the Homo globulus, you know, the early stages of this developing species. Okay, we are a new species, separate from Homo erectus and Homo sapien. So the role we have to play today is powerful, beyond comprehension, really, because we're here to demonstrate, okay, with this generosity, this ease, this comfort, this delight, that life in a new earth, heaven on earth, that we are creating, life is meant to be fabulously delightful, filled with ease and comfort and pleasure and joy and happiness and whatever, because that's available to us in unlimited amounts. Okay, when you just look at these attributes of paradise, okay, endless beauty of nature, easy to be generous with that, and our relationship with time gives us very great ease with time. So it's very easy to be patient and tolerant, compassionate, because we don't have any anxiety about how things should be. You know, our consciousness is rooted in perfection. There's no reason to improve anything. It's perfect. Okay, great line from A Course in Miracles. Again, is the end of the world is not its destruction, but its translation into heaven. So we are the translators of this world into heaven. Okay, so my experience now is I'm living in heaven. Okay, heaven on earth has been created by my mind, and it basically manifests, you know, many years where it was like, you know, practicing, oh, here's a manifestation. Oh, okay. The manifestation in space and time, it was, again, just in gestation. Okay. But now for those of us who are ready We are birthing it. It's becoming a reality. It's a reality for me. How I live, where I live,